perfect fit for, the issues facing farmers today. But at the same time, we talk about price discovery. Within the MSP system, how does that kind of work?
So I think lots has been said about MSP in the last couple of years. We had the three farm laws, we had the farmer agitation, um, and we, seem to have come to the point where there are two opposing camps. One set of farmers says, give us a legal guarantee of MSP. Government says that's not possible. So we must understand why this whole demand is coming. In one sense, this MSP demand is a illustration of the four crises of agriculture that I began with, right? Because farming is so risky, and because incomes are so at unpredictable, so farmers say at least some guarantee of income I must have, and the government should give it to me. But we also know that MSP, there is MSP today, after all, for paddy and wheat, but we know that all farmers are not benefiting from it. Various estimates say that 9 to 10% of farmers in India are able to get the benefit of MSP across the country. So out of 12 crore farming households, barely around 1 crore farming households get the benefit of MSP. So what about the remaining 11 crores, right? So MSP, even if you were to declare it as a legal right, I don't think it's going to solve the problem because the market will simply refuse to pay. So I would like to place this whole debate within the larger framework of an income guarantee to farmers. Okay. How do you enhance income of farming households? MSP is only one instrument, but it can't be the only instrument.
Agreed.
Look, the government is giving a certain amount as a unconditional grant. So that means the government recognizes that farmers need some support.
Yes.
It's not called MSP, it's a untied grant. Okay, some people say it's too little. Maybe in the future, if we can afford it, it might go up. But even that will not solve the problem. Okay? Because that cannot guarantee a certain minimum return on the investment made by the farmer. So the only way that I see is, let's understand every major agricultural country in the world, including USA, Europe, China, most of the Southeast Asian nations, they give some income support to farmers.
Yes.
So nowhere in the world are farmers simply left to the vagaries of the market because they are in a very risky profession, right?
Yes.
If I, was to open an office, let's say for running a service enterprise like yours or mine, as long as I can lock the door at night and go back, I can expect to come back and find my computer, my papers intact.
Hopefully.
I think most of the time that is what happens. But a farmer has a factory without a roof, right? His crop is ready to be harvested next week, and then there's a hailstorm and everything is flattered, right? So everybody recognizes that farming is the most risky occupation. So there has to be some form of support. And various countries have tried various methods. Okay, I don't think that we can simply say that, okay, we'll apply so-and-so's method. But I do believe that we need to study the best and have a combination. Look, crop insurance has not worked anywhere in the world as an only solution. Crop insurance works in some situations. Income support works in some situations. There is something called the price differential scheme, which even we did a small experiment in Madhya Pradesh a few years ago, but gave it up. So I think that it'll have to be a combination of many things. Of course, the primary support has to come from the market. So you can make markets more and more efficient, transparent, fairer, more technology-driven, reduce the scope for price manipulation, the scope for stock manipulation. All that will help the farm. So it's not one thing which will solve this problem. Just like the Green Revolution, we have to build in that ecosystem where some amount of government support will definitely be a very major component. You cannot run away from.